said I would try. I got back in town at 7:45. I was with my kids. But, you know, it's been very interesting. We're presented things from Fire Board that doesn't care about this village at all. Belittle family members as a fire board. Still hearing that the last fire board meeting I was at. And then papers comes from this end of the paper, presented to us that are not factual.
You're wrong, sir.
No, it wasn't. The last budget report you gave us 2 months ago, the financial secretary's finances were not in that as far as her salary. So it was not a good paper. Shouldn't have been used.
But you can't tell me anything about my budget.
We explained. the
We
budget.
explained, you can ask all the questions you want. You've been given time to ask questions.
We have a budget committee.
Budget
that
committee.
meets.
You
So
know-
that's just saying, on that end, you're not trusting your constituents that sit at the council table with you because they sit on the budget committee and
Who is on the
approve the
budget
budget.
committee?
Dave Scott. Mayor,
And
administrator.
the list of
Why doesn't
committees
she
that
know
you
that?
get at the beginning of the year.
The list is given at the beginning of the year to each council member.
Because
As far
they don't
as,
meet all year long, any of the committees. I've been on the building construction committee, or we meet to get a co-chair, and he tells you you'll never meet again, and it's right, we never did.
unless there's something to discuss,
Something is needed.
Or you guys call it
or
yourself.
we call it.
You know, the last 4 years, I believe we've done very well in this village. When you sit and read what other villages and cities are going through, that have had services cut, I'm sitting reading about streetlights being cut off because money's cut from the state. And we've done very well. And I'm not sitting here taking any credit for it. You know, the administrator does a great job.
As far as how the money's spent, we are asked to vote on our trust. Well, we trust the administrator, we trust the rest of us, and we trust the mayor. And we are asked to vote on giving him permission if he sees the mower blew up. He saw that we need the mower. Well, we've already voted to let him spend what he needs. We vote that all 6 of us, and most of us vote that we trust him and he can do it. And another thing, a member of the fire board, and I was present at this meeting, said, in fact, he made a comment and I said, plus one of the firemen asked, do you care about us? No. Well, I think you should, we might end up dead. And then I believe it was me, asked him, do you think that the public needs to know what you're doing, how you're using the money? Don't you think it needs to be voted on? No, they don't need to know. And I swear, I think most of you know me, if I'm gonna swear on something, you know I'm telling you the truth. I swear he said that you people did not need to vote on it. What are your business?
Yeah, but we've done a good job as a village. We haven't had to cut any services. I know we had the big raise in the water rates, which affected all of us 5.5 years ago. But we haven't had to cut any services when every village and city in this state is doing that. There's actually people turning their water and sewer over to private entities. Richwood just did that. You know, so the budget's presented, there's questions that can be asked. The unfortunate thing is, I think more people were interested in just causing problems. That's the hand we've been dealt. Yeah, it's been tough the last 4 years, I can tell you. It's not what it should be. It's not what it should be.
Jason, litigation has cost us $16,000 today, and the potential could be how much more?
We don't know. We've not heard any number.
And
for,
We taxpayers are paying that bill, right?
I'll pay your bill.
Yes. And the only way you can get out of it is not pay your taxes, which is not right.
so,
That's the unfortunate thing.
we don't know, it's set in stone, a magistrate.
So when you guys are paying for on this council.
Is that why we're not getting our streets paid and some of the other things, because we don't have any money because we're too busy litigating?
We got plenty of money sitting there buried.
There's not money, well, the quotes on asphalt, you can't afford, that's why we're doing a PWC project.
Just figures.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm just stating, that's why we've done crack sealing to try to extend pavement, because we don't have the 60,000. As when you set me off, that 60,000 would have paved the entire community. 65,000.
Wait, what's that?
Well, 65,000 would have been close to paving more than one street.
Couple.
Definitely when you was in there.
Couple.
They'll only do a 1/4 inch or a 1/2 inch overlay on East Street right now for that. And I don't see any decline in cost of asphalt.
Point is, we spent a lot of money that we should have had to spend.
On stupidity.
All over making a copy just because you didn't make it.
Don't say that about Jason. Just because he went to a lawyer, he must have thought it was worth fighting instead of just doing a public record request.
Again, the litigation came from your end, and, that's,
Did you have it ready in 30 days to tell me you were working on it? Or did you just walk away from
again, we
it?
received a letter about litigation, that's what it was.
Yes.
I'm just curious to know when, when satisfaction will be reached in your eyes, Ms. Brown?
When I know what's happening in the community and the money's being spent for our kids, instead of just making sure we make sure someone's retirement's real cushy.
Oh, my. Okay.
Would you elaborate on that?
No,
Maybe somebody's-
I'd like to see a bike path put in down at the,
Well, let me
skateboard ramp.
ask you
No, I'm talking, I'll wait till I get finished. I'd like to see a skateboard ramp put in down there at the bike path for kids. I'd like to see the Teeter-totters brought back if we possibly could. I would also like to see, goals put down here, where Rowood Street and Maple. We have property down there, it'd be great to put up little soccer nets for the kids to have a practice field. Those are some of the things I'd like to do, but, who knows what's gonna happen. So, Andy, I'll promise not to answer anyone's question. I vote that we end the meeting as soon as you're ready.
Well, I think if I was a village employee,
I still.
if I was a village employee right now, and the statement that was just made at the end of this table,
I'd be pissed.
padding retirements,
Yeah.
that really needs to be looked at, people.
I
Because,
don't know what you're
wait,
saying, Mr. Murphy. Why are you
You
bringing
just
this
made
up?
a direct
You just made-
accusation.
I said, never mind, let's just move on then.
Another
question.
One last question.
Okay, she wants all this stuff down, then we could have had that $16,000 and got it done.
Jason, we need to return to some civility on council and get past this.
I
And
agree.
focus on what's good for the community.
I
and
agree.
make it a
It's
better
about the
place to live.
community, about not one person. And I have a motion to adjourn. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Roll call?
Don't approve the bed before you adjourn.
Huh?
Don't approve
We
the
did, it
bed.
died on the table.
It died.
Band-Aid.
Is it gone forever?
Till next meeting, probably.
Could we finish up the meeting, please?
Well, what were your words? I can't ask questions.
Yes.
Yeah, what are
Brown? Yes.
What are your words?
yeah.
Scott?
You can't ask questions.
We'll get some in more next week.
Okay.
Meeting adjourned.
Want to talk to the devil?
First Tuesday,